Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nessie. If this is your first time watching me, you're welcome to my channel. Please do me a while, subscribe, watch other videos, watch 3 videos, and please, I know you will be tempted to subscribe. So subscribe, like, comment, share, and subscribe, like, comment, share, and yeah, that's it. So my name is Nessie or Agbata Uyo, but you guys prefer calling me Nessie, so we go with Nessie. So in this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys 5 things you must do when you relocate to a new country, like 5 things you must know, 5 things you must do to make your life easier, to make your make you transition smoothly or have a better life, basically. So yeah, and I had to learn some of these things the hard way, and yeah, I'm helping you, so better give me a thumbs up. Okay, so the first thing you must know when you relocate or when you move to a new country is that, especially when you move to a country that they don't speak your language. For example, you're coming from Ghana and you moved to Congo. Ghana, the official language in Ghana is English, and the official language in Congo is French. So if you're planning on staying for a while, let's say six months, 1 year, the first thing you must do when you get there is to learn the language. You guys, it's so important that you learn the language. It is very important. You can learn the language on the streets by going out to meet people, or you just do like a basic language course, like 3 months. It's not so expensive, so make sure you learn the language. It will make your stay easier. It will make your stay easy. You will be able to communicate with the locals. You won't feel segregated, or you won't feel different when you learn the basics of the language. You will be able to go to a boutique and buy something. You should be able to go use the bus. You should be able to go and go to the market and buy things for yourself, rather than having to wait for someone to take you. Like, you won't feel at home, and it will make your stay in a foreign land very difficult. So make sure you are putting your ears down and you're learning the language, learning the traditions, learning the norms of the people, learning how they behave. And also, before coming, make sure you go online, go on YouTube and learn the basics. Like, there are so many French videos online that will help you to learn the basics. I am not fluent in French, but at least I can find my way around. I can talk to a few people. I can go to the market and buy something by myself. So it's like when I came newly, I couldn't do all this. I would wait for someone to come and follow me to the market, wait for someone to help me do this, do that, and it's quite frustrating. So it's very important that you learn the basics of their language. Okay, now let's head over to the next point. So the next thing you want to do when you relocate to a new country, or when you go and stay in a new country for a while, is to join a community. So you want to look for a community. If you're a Christian, you want to maybe get into a church that have people like you. You understand? People that have come from a foreign country, like, okay, not just only people like you, but mixed up. You understand? For example, go to a church that, like, in Senegal here, there's a particular church that I really love going to. It's called, I think, International Baptist Church. I haven't gone for a while, but I actually like that church. There are a lot of foreigners there and also locals. So now you want to join a community like that, and when you join a community like that, make sure you serve. Join a group that will have you serve, so that you mingle with people, you get to know people on another level, and have make good friendships. Am I speaking? Yeah, you get the gist. So you want to make sure you join this community so that you can mingle with people that understand you, and also mingle with people that do not understand you, but you get best of both worlds. Like, now this church that I'm talking about, they have different groups, right, for different people. For example, they have the youth, the group where they have the youths. They have the group where they have the women, the adults, and then the kids. You can actually join a group that you help to teach kids for Sunday school. You can join a group for serving. You can be an usher. You can be different things. So when you serve, you meet people who are also serving, and then that's how you get to know people easily. There are some people that cannot even talk to people on the street. So if you can't do that, make sure you go and join these communities that will help you make your stay better, and you won't feel like you're isolated. So yeah. So the next point is also similar to the one I just said. Also, while you're making friends with foreigners that are like you also want to make sure to be friends with the locals. It will help you. They will help you. The locals, they actually, sorry, I think it's hair. So the locals will actually help you. By that I mean, in Senegal here, there are actually people who are bilingual. They speak French, they speak English, they speak Wolof. So now when you become friends with these people, they will help you make your stay better, because they know their country, they know how things are done. For example, now if I, as a Nigerian, maybe let's say I just came to Senegal as a Nigerian, right, and I went to church, I joined this group, and I saw maybe a Senegalese that is bilingual, and I went and introduced myself and we became friends, right? Now if I'm looking for an apartment, I really don't know how to go about it. If I want to go to the market, I really don't know how to go about it. If I want to use the bus, because I cannot be using taxi every day, right, I really do not know about it. So that is the benefit of becoming friends with the local. They will tell you how it is done. If I want to get an apartment, all I need to do is ask the local person here, and they will tell me that, okay, go to Facebook, there are groups, or they will even connect me with people, agents, and they will make sure that I don't get cheated. That because as a foreigner, the locals can tell, especially in Senegal, the locals can tell that I am a foreigner because I don't look nothing like a Senegalese. Like you can't miss it. So they can tell, and usually they increase the price of their goods when I want to buy, but because I know, I will price it more than the Senegalese. So basically the locals will help you make your stay better. They will help you get better deals. They will show you places so you don't feel like you're alone. Okay, if that makes sense to you, you should take that advice. If it doesn't, let's move to the next. So you guys, the next point I have is you should be wise and frugal. By that I mean, when you newly move to a country, I know you're having money, like that's if you have money. You have money, you want to have the best, you want to do, but you guys, make sure you're wise, make sure you're frugal, make sure there are certain people that have their lives, all together, they have money. This video is not for you. If you're a person that's coming up, make sure you're wise and frugal. Make sure that you're not always using a taxi. Make sure that when you want to go out, make sure you're not using a taxi. Ask questions. Like if I want to go from where I am now to Ekojo, a market, ask which bus do I take, what number, how do I get there, where do I stop, And here in Senegal, you can't get missing, because when you're missing, you ask questions. There are people that will help you. So make sure you're asking questions and learning how to use the bus. Be frugal, because taxi in Senegal is very expensive. For example, if I want to go to Ekojo by bus, it is 100 francs. But if I want to go to Ekojo from where I live now, it is 1,500, sometimes 2,000 just to go and 2,000 just to come back. So at least 3,000. So imagine if I just use 200 to go, I will have, if the taxi man says it's 3,000, right? If I use 2,000 to go by bus, like if I use 200, San Fran to go, San Fran to come back, that's 100 to go, 100 to come. I will have change of 2,800 that I can use to do something else. So be wise and be frugal. When you want to buy stuff, make sure you're not going for those very expensive things. When you want to go shopping, make sure you go to the market. For example, rather than buying tomatoes at Ocean or Hypermarché or the boutique, make sure you go to the market. You can actually go to Casbah, you can go to Castor. These places are where you can get them like at at an affordable rate, at an affordable price. You can get tomatoes at the boutique for like, if you go to this marché Wakam here, you can just get 4 pieces of tomatoes for 200. But when you go to Castor, you can get a kilo for 300. When you go to Casva, you can get a kilo of tomatoes for 300, and that kilo can have like, let's say 8 tomatoes in them, rather than having 4, like 8, 9, 10 big tomatoes. So be frugal, be wise, so that you get to save money, because they are always, it's not going to always be like that. There are days when you're going to have, and there are days when you're not going to have. So make sure you're saving and being frugal. So yeah. So the last point I'm going to be telling you guys, if you want, like, this is something you should not do when you relocate to a country, or please, when you go to Rome, behave like the Romans. Instead of going to a country and condemning the way the people are, they're not going to change because you've condemned them. I had to, learn this the hard way. They're not going to change because you've condemned what they're doing, their acts, their practices. They're not going to change. This is what they know. So instead of going to a country to say, I don't like the way they do this, I don't like the way they do that, I don't like the way they do this, I do this sometimes, and I just have to learn. There's something called constructive criticism. So it's different than always, venting, always ranting, always, just, condemning. For example, I don't like that Senegalese use their fingers to touch the things that we buy. I'd rather you wear gloves, right? And then I say this, I criticize this constructively. Do you understand? Because other people know that what that act, that thing they do is wrong. You see, so I don't like it, and I say it. You see, now that is different. You don't go to a country and now say that you don't like that Senegalese are always speaking Wolof, or you don't like that Senegalese are that they are Muslims, or you don't like that Senegalese are too dark, Senegalese are this, so just leave them alone, because that's how God created them. That's how they know how to live their lives. So better leave rather than condemning. If a place is not you don't like a place, it's not working for you, you're not tied to staying there, so leave. So there's a difference between giving constructive criticism than condemning. So do not condemn a country, because when you start condemning a country, that's when you start having hate for the country, and you will never see the best in that country, to be honest. So do not condemn a country. So what have I said? I said, number 1, when you go to a country, make sure you learn the basics of the language, or learn the language. Number 2, join a community, get into a community, so that you get to meet people. Number 2, be friends with the locals. Number 3, be friends with the locals. Make sure you have at least one local friend, at least. And then be wise and frugal, so that you get to save money and you don't go broke. And then number 5, do not condemn their practices, do not condemn who they are, because it might be, what they do might be strange to you, but when they go to your own country, what you do might be strange to them. So this brings us to the end of this video. If you did learn, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. The next video will be how to relocate on a budget. I promise you guys that one. So yes, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Guys, you like my hair? I look cute.